Hello there and a very warm welcome to this Saturday's final edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Theruni Karuna Ratna. Here are this evening's top stories.
News First headline.
Making headlines in local news, weather alert, flood warnings issued. Rallies of presidential candidates held island-wide. Election Commissioner assures budget sufficiency despite longer ballot paper. In news overseas, thousands forced to evacuate as wildfires rage in western Turkey. And in sports, it's rugby. St. Peter's College successfully defends school's rugby league title. On to those stories in detail now. Flood warnings were issued to residents of the Bulat Sinhala, Maduravela and Palindanura divisional secretariats in low-lying areas near the Kuda and Maguru River. The irrigation department said the warnings will be effective for the next 48 hours. The Department of Irrigation said that the prevailing showers have caused water levels to rise in the tributaries of the Kalu River, the Magura River and the Kuda River. The Disaster Management Centre has said that the water level at the Magura River has surpassed minor flood levels. Now, several roads in the Bulat Sinhala, Palindanura and Valalavita divisional secretariats have been inundated. Dambala and Naliadda in the Bulat Sinhala Molkaba Road have been inundated. The Palavatta Matugama, Palavatta Badrolia, Palavatta Valalavita and Avittava Valalavita roads have also got inundated. Now, meanwhile, the Badrolia Kalavana and Badrolia Hadigala roads have also been inundated. Ahaliagoda recorded the highest rainfall in the past 24 hours, measuring a staggering 233 millimeters. Due to the heavy showers, the National Building Research Organization has issued landslide warnings for several divisional secretariats across 6 districts. The landslide warnings are effective in the Colombo, Gaul, Kalutara, Matara, Ratnapura and Kegaul districts. The landslide warnings will be in effect for 24 hours from 5 a.m. today. Meanwhile, independent presidential candidate President Ranil Wickremesinghe's first campaign rally got underway today at the Salgado ground in Anuradhapura. The rally's theme is Pulwang, Sri Lanka. Before the start of the rally, Ranil Wickremesinghe obtained blessings of the Jayashri Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura. He then visited the chief prelate of the Atamasthana, Most Venerable Pallegama Hemaratana Thero. The Mahasangha chanted Set Pirit and bestowed their blessings upon the president. Meanwhile, a rally of the Samagi Janabalavega's presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa was held this morning in Bandaragama under the theme Dinana Sajid. Representatives of many political parties and independent groups who have pledged their support to Sajid Premadasa attended this rally. Meanwhile, the inaugural public rally of a presidential candidate of the National People's Power, Anurukumara Dissanayake, kicked off in the southern province today. The rally was held under the theme Ruhuna Perata Rata Anurata and was held in Tangol. The rally was attended by many politicians who have pledged their support to the NPP at the upcoming presidential election. Meanwhile, the first election rally of independent presidential candidate Field Marshal Sarat Fonseca was also held at the Gampaha town today. On to more local news now. Commissioner General of Elections Saman Shri Ratnayake said that despite an increase in the length of the ballot paper due to a higher number of candidates this election, the estimated budget for the upcoming election remains adequate. Ratnayake explained that the number of candidates has risen from 35 in the previous presidential election to 39 this year. As a result, the length of the ballot paper has grown to between 26 and 27 inches. Despite this change, Ratnayake assured that there will be no alterations to the design of the ballot paper. Ratnayake said that the overall number of pages required will remain consistent, and while there may be some fluctuations in overall costs, they anticipate that the budget will cover these changes. The Commissioner General of Elections also said that the increase in ballot paper length would not affect the design or the functionality of the ballot. He said the financial provisions made for this election will adequately address any cost variations resulting from the expanded ballot paper size. Let's now take a look at international news.
International news.
Turkey's disaster management agency said that wildfires have engulfed swaths in western Turkey, triggering the evacuation of nearly 4,000 residents. Helicopters and water bombers, which are grounded due to strong winds, were brought in to battle the blaze on Saturday in the resort city of Izmir in Turkey's coast. The Disaster and Emergency Management Authority, or AFAD, said on Saturday that 1,430 people in Izmir were taken to safety, 1,475 in Manisa, 516 in Bolu and 550 in Aydin, after a total of 131 wildfires broke out on agricultural and forested land in these cities over the past week. Wildfires are common in Turkey's Mediterranean and Aegean regions during the arid summer months. Let's now take a look at your sports news.
Sports news.
And in sports, it's rugby. St. Peter's College successfully defended their school's rugby league title, defending Isipatana College in a thrilling final at the Havelock Sports Club in Colombo. This marks the school's second consecutive and overall 16th victory in this tournament. The final showdown, a highly anticipated clash between the undefeated St. Peter's College and Isipatana College, took place today at the Havelock Stadium in Colombo. The outcome of this match would determine the champion of the school's Rugby League 2024. Both teams displayed intense rivalry from the outset, with neither side able to penetrate the opposition's defence until the 35th minute. St. Peter's broke the deadlock with a successful penalty kick, taking a 3-0 lead into half-time. St. Peter's extended their advantage in the second half with another penalty, while Isipatana College managed to reduce the deficit with a penalty of their own. However, it was St. Peter's who emerged victorious, winning the match 6-3. This marks the 16th school's rugby league title for St. Peter's College. Well, that's a wrap of this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For details of all these stories and much more, simply visit our website www.newsfirst.lk or follow us on our social media platforms. As always, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Have a good night.